Hello everybody, this is Stefan from Lush and Salty Aquariums. You're looking at my bonsai tree nano tank. It's been less than a month, maybe 30 days since I set this up, and oh my god, is it really kicking. The Monte Carlo has utterly fluffed out and done exactly what I would want it to do, and then some. Look at up top, it's totally lush and dense. My god, I'm very pleased. And so I have a decent nano light, but it's directly overhead. That was intentional because Monte Carlo loves high light, and in order for it to create the tree effect, I wanted a really robust and direct source of light onto this plant. I had taken clumps of it from another tank and just crammed it into the branch network of the bonsai tree, which is a man-made ornament made from pieces of driftwood. I got mine at Flip Aquatics on their hardscape section, and you can too. It pretty much fills this 10-gallon tank or 5-gallon tank, and I was okay with that. Let me just say I am definitely using CO2 and an above average diffuser, which I got from Aquaforest in San Francisco, and I placed that below the hang on back water discharge so it shoots the bubbles of carbon dioxide down and around like that, and that plus the light is why I'm getting this gorgeous tree effect. Now, a couple weeks ago, I started adding cherry shrimp. There's a beautiful one there. There's actually quite a few in here, and they're doing very well. There's one in there, and I wanted them to essentially home themselves all over and in and around this tree. There's one up in there, kind of like Christmas ornaments, little red bursts of color on a deep lush green. There's one that has a white saddle, so they're bound to start reproducing if they haven't already. Look at them, you see them. So what I did is I had to weigh down the bonsai with a couple pieces of Java stone there, dragonstone, excuse me, and I put in a few small crypts to sort of anchor the scape. Here's a little bit of hair grass, which I've never had luck with, and here it's still debatable, but it is definitely growing. I don't like seeing the yellow in there. I also took a little bit of Christmas moss and placed some hanging from either end of the tree, and that has created the effect of sort of some moss hanging from a tree in the forest. And you can see from all of those little green balls, light green balls, it's definitely growing. And I'm going to need to clip that if I want to retain the effect. Otherwise, it will just become a big blob of moss. But there it is, kind of in full shot. And now I'm helicoptering over and looking down. I'm really pleased that this effect, zero algae, beautiful, thick growth. I do have some frog bit over here, but I want to be careful with that and the duckweed because I don't want the light to be diminished from the Monte Carlo, but clearly I'm not having a problem in that regard. I have some pygmy Corridora in here. Those are the only fish. Maybe there's a couple autosynclus as well, so mostly a cleanup crew and the shrimp. I keep thinking after all the nonsense with holiday shipping is done, and I'll be able to be more reliant on shipping companies, I will order a group of nano fish, something like a micro rasbora, or perhaps a small tetra, green tetra, something like that. But in general, this is a plant aquascape in that the fish aren't really necessary to appreciate it. The Corridoras There's a whole bunch of them, maybe all of them. You can see they're very happy, and I do have to feed them a little bit. I just sprinkle some fine particles up here and let the current just blow them down into the substrate, and they go a little nutty for that. And occasionally I'll put an algae wafer in, which all the creatures appreciate. Certainly the Autosynclus, an algae eater, certainly the shrimp, and the Corydoras as well. Anyway, what do you think? I believe this turned out to be better than I expected. Honestly, I thought I had a real chance of it being kind of a fail, but I'm really, really pleased with this. If you have any questions, well, hit me up, ask me, tell me what you think of this setup. I hope you enjoy it. As always, keep your hands in the tank. Ciao for now.